My name is Faith Burgess, and I am currently a rehabilitation student at Morrisville State College, expecting to graduate in 2020. I came to the program with over 20 years of horse experience in search for answers about rehabilitation after two difficult losses of my personal horses. I wanted to make sure that I knew how to help horses in the future to the best of my abilities. Cream was my pony since I was 5 years old. He suffered an injury out in pasture to his right hind stifle, resulting in the complete lack of muscle you see throughout his hip. Then he got EPM, which weakened his whole back end. At age 27, with an already weakened immune system, he developed a contracted right front leg. This left him with only his left front to stand on. We tried laser therapy and various poultices, but ultimately he was too far gone and had to be humanely euthanized to forego any more suffering. Findley, my off-the-track thoroughbred, was kicked in the jaw and suffered through a surgery removing a bone chip that had fragmented off. His wound was left open to allow drainage and help the healing process. The vets were concerned about his recovery because it was so swollen and unable to open his jaw more than an inch. He recovered well, and we moved into dressage training for strengthening. After the loss of Finley, I found myself at the Rehabilitation Center at Morrisville State College. So far, I have learned heating and cooling modalities. Pictured on the left is the solarium lights to warm up the horse's back after a swim. On the right is the cold water spa kept at 36 degrees with pounds of Epsom salt used as treatment to reduce inflammation in a horse's injured lower leg. Here we've got a horse in the underwater treadmill used to condition horses as well as lower the impact on their lower limbs. This is me swimming a horse working the offline. There is both a leader of the horse and the offline person to keep the horse from getting too close to the wall. Swimming is used for conditioning horses and is not good for injuries due to the lack of control we have in how a horse chooses to swim. Putting my education to work, you see my first project horse, Kenny. He was entrusted to me by one of my old trainers, after his previous owner abandoned him in a pasture for years after their trainer nearly ripped their tongue clean off with a bicycle chain bit. He was left without grain or proper vet care or farrier attention for years. In the 2 short years I've owned him, I have gotten him on a regular diet, vet, farrier, and exercise routine. I have trained him on ground driving, saddle seat, hunter under saddle, and dressage. I have worked tirelessly to relieve the tension and trauma within his body with regular chiropractic and massage appointments, as well as treating his ulcers. As a horse owner for many years, I have a wide knowledge base in both practical and alternative medicine practices. I have professional training in dressage riding and can train horses to properly use their bodies. I truly believe dressage is the foundation to all riding disciplines and therefore feel comfortable in starting horses on a career path that will suit them. My goal as a professional in the horse industry is to have a career in rescuing, rehabilitating, and repurposing horses, just like Kenny.